Now it is a continuity for yesterday class. Just listen. Oogenesis, spermatogenesis. Right. Germ cell. Oogonium. Oogonium. Which is formed oogonium. Right. One cell become 2, 2 cell become 4, 4 cell become 8, 8 cell become 16. This is called as multiplication. Similarly, in spermatogenesis is also there. Germ cell, spermatogonium. 1 become 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8, 8 become 16. This is called as multiplication. That means the multiplication phase is common in both spermatogenesis and oogenesis. During multiplication, the spermatogonium is undergoes multiply. 2 become 4, 4 become 8. Hence it is called as multiplication. During this multiplication, some spermatogonia, diploid spermatogonia, stop the division, undergoes feeding. It feeds, spermatogonium feed serotonin. Yes, due to feeding, it grows in size abnormally. Now this is called as primary spermatocyte. When you give the schematic representation, now here diploid, it is also diploid, but the size, it is small in size, it is a large in size. How it is small become large? By feeding. So this feeding stage is also there in oogenesis. Now it is the oogonia. Right? This, some of the oogonia stop the division, undergoes feeding. But here, what it feed? Here, it feed this serotonin cells supply the food. But here, oogonia, cluster of oogonia. In this cluster, central cell, cluster of oogonia. In the cluster of oogonia, central cell, stop the division. Okay? And feed some other oogonia. The remaining oogonia form the layer. That is called as, after the feeding, now it is a grow inside, that is called as primary oocyte. This is called as growth phase. Now primary spermatocyte is undergoes meiosis equal. Here unequal. Hence, one is a large, one is a small. The small one is called as polar body. The large one is called as secondary oocyte. The secondary oocyte is undergoes meiosis too. Again, it is also unequal. Alright, one is the large, one is the small. The small one is called as polar body, large one is O. This is maturation. Same. But here meiosis equal. But here in oogenesis, meiosis is unequal. Here meiosis 1 equal. Hence, how many secondary spermatocytes? 2 are equal. Right. 2 secondary spermatocytes. These 2 secondary spermatocytes is applied, undergoes meiosis 2 and form 4 spermatocytes. So this is called as maturation. This is called as maturation. What I am saying here, right? This total spermatogenesis in male occur, right, from puberty or after the puberty. Right. Now, you remember, I want to say the 3 stages. 3 stages. See, right. Now, she is the pregnancy. Our mother is the pregnancy. Now, you, either girl or boy, whatever it may be, you are in which stage? Embryonic stage. After 9 months, you are come to the outside. That is a childhood stage. After childhood stage, puberty. That means you take the 3 stages, either boy or girl, right? Embryonic stage, childhood stage, right? Puberty stage, right? This is the 3 stages. Just keep in your mind. This is the 3 stages. Now, what is this spermatogenesis? The total spermatogenesis in males, right? From puberty, there is no spermatogenesis neither in embryonic stage nor in childhood stage. The beginning right? Now growth phase, multiplication, growth phase, maturation, everything. In males, it starts from puberty to up to death. Puberty, that may be 18, 19 years. 18, 19. But in female, it is very interesting. Right. What is this phase? Multiplication. This multiplication in fetal, a girl who has in embryonic stage in mother womb, that is called as fetal. See, it is very important. That is what is I am explaining. Oogenesis. Name the 3 steps, 3 phases. Multiplication, growth phase and maturation phase. Once again, multiplication, growth phase, maturation. These are the 3 phases which are occur during oogenesis. But multiplication of oogenesis is occurring fetal. Okay. Now the baby is come to the outside after 9 months. Now she is a childhood. Fetal oogenesis. Right. Which phase in fetal oogenesis? In fetal oogenesis, which phase is completed? Total oogenesis? No. So up to primary oocyte. Right. Also feeding is also there. Feeding also takes place. Right. It takes place. That means when multiplication and feeding and that means multiplication and growth phase both are occurring in fetal stage. Now that means after 9 months the fetus is coming outside, that is a small girl. That shape. Now when you scan the ovary of this child ovary, right? What is that? Primary oocyte with primary follicle. Now this childhood stage maybe 12 years or maybe 10 years. The primary oocyte remain as a primary oocyte. That means during childhood, any process does not occur of oogenesis. In childhood, the primary oocyte is unrestricted. After the childhood, the same girl when she enters in puberty, right? Now the primary oocyte is continuing to remain, but in puberty, again this process not start from beginning. The beginning is only in fetal. Up to primary oocyte. That means the first 2 phases are in fetal. After the fetal, the girl is come to the outside. Now that girl is a childhood. The childhood duration may be 10 years or 12 years. The primary oocyte remains as a primary oocyte. When after the completion of childhood, when the same girl, when she enters into the puberty, the maturation will be start. That means the initial oogenesis occur in fetus, the remaining oogenesis in puberty. It is the one of the differences between spermatogenesis and oogenesis. But here the spermatogenesis, complete spermatogenesis, first stage to last stage occur after the puberty. There is no spermatogenesis during fetal, neither fetal nor children. Right? This is the major difference. Now come to the hormonal control. Now, see, this is the hormonal control. Right? Both spermatogenesis, oogenesis under the control of hormones. Right? Hormonal control. Now, you know hypothalamus. In first year, I told to you both for girls batch and boys. Right? A section and B section. Right? Chemical coordination. Right? Hypothalamus. pituitary, anterior pituitary, posterior pituitary, adenohypophysis, neurohypophysis. I already explained. Just right. You recall once again. You take the first year textbook and just read and get the feedback about the chemical coordination in human. That is important. Now come to this. Right. Now, what is this hypothalamus? Good. Diencephalon. The floor of diencephalon is called as hypothalamus. Right. This hypothalamus produces GnRH. Right. Gonadotrophic releasing hormone. GnRH is who hypothalamus produce GnRH. Not producing. Right. If it is a boy, spermatogenesis. If you are born, when a boy reaches the puberty, the level of GnRH is increases. That means when a boy is entering into puberty, right, GnR level is increasing of GnR level, right, stimulate anterior pituitary through the blood. This hormone through the blood transport to anterior pituitary, right. Now this anterior pituitary stimulate, right. What is required for the stimulation of anterior pituitary? What is required stimulation of anterior pituitary? Right. GnRH level is increases or presence of GnRH. Presence of GnRH not stimulate. The level is increases. When the level of GnRH is increases, anterior pituitary is stimulated and produce two important hormone that is called as gonadotrophics. Gonads, this is the testis. Now just name the two gonadotrophic, FSH, LH. Luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone. These two hormones secreted from pituitary. These two hormones works. What is this? Testis. Testis is nothing gonad. Hence, this two is called as gonadotrophics. Right? Now, what is this? FSH. FSH. What is this? LH. The LH is secreted from anterior pituitary and works on Leydig cell. Who works on what? LH luteinizing hormone works on Leydig cell. Hence, the Leydig cells are stimulated. These Leydig cells produce a group of hormone androgens. A group of male sex hormone. See. Now what is this basic androgen? Male sex hormone secreted from Leydig cells. Right. For the secretion of androgen from Leydig cell, alright, stimulation is required. That stimulation is given by LH. The LH is secreted from anterior. The secretion of LH from anterior, it requires stimulation. That is GnRH. It is a first step, it is a second step, it is a third step. Now what is the final androgen? These androgens is required to growth of secondary sex organs. Secondary sex organ. What is this? Testis is the primary sex organ. Secondary sex organ. It may be radius, rasa differential, epididymis, penis, accessory glands. The function and growth and function of secondary sex organs. Growth and function of secondary sex organ is under control of androgens. Right. Now, the next one. Right. This androgens is also required for complete spermatogenesis. So, this androgens works in two ways. What is this? Spermatogenesis. This spermatogenesis is under control of androgen. And also this androgens required to secondary sexual character and secondary sexual organ. differ. Sex organ, secondary sex organ, secondary sexual character. Sexual character, secondary sexual character, formation of beard and mustache. This is secondary sexual character, right? Growth of penis, growth of epidermis. It is a secondary sex organ. Secondary sex organ, secondary sexual character, and spermatogenesis. This is the three under the control of animal. Now, what is this follicle stimulating hormone? Which works on serotonin. Serotonin. Now, these serotonin cells produce some factors. You don't know what is the name of factor. We don't know. This factor is required spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis, but not total sperm. Now, what is this? Spermatid. The process of conversion of spermatid into sperm. This is the last step. Is called as spermiogenesis. Right? Now, some factors which is released from serotonin cell. When serotonin cells release the factors, these factors released from serotonin cell by stimulation of FSH. That FSH is secreted by anteriorly. This is stimulated by GnRH. GnRH is released by hypothalamus. Now this is the hormonal control. Okay. Then now in another new topic, which belongs to the female reproductive system only. That is menstrual cycle. I think this topic easily understand. This topic can easily understand a girl than a boy, because the girl is having its personal experience. Hence, some knowledge is already gained before what I am teaching. Okay. Now, menstrual cycle definition. The cyclical changes which occurs in female reproductive system of primates, one order of class Mammalia. A cyclical changes which occurs in female reproductive system of primates. This is called as menstrual cycle. Okay. Cycle, that means which occur repeated. Cycle means some events which occur cyclically. After that, again cycle will be repeated. Similarly, each menstrual cycle duration 28 to 29 days. After 29 days, again another menstrual cycle will be active. But what is the need of menstrual cycle in a female? Formation of egg. Without this menstrual cycle, there is no oogenesis. But even though the fetal oogenesis occur, but remaining maturation phase, this is menstrual cycle is a required maturation phase of oogenesis. Right? Without this menstrual phase, without this menstrual cycle, the female body ovary cannot produce egg. Right? Now, suppose she is a girl. Right? Now, before going to this, what is this menstrual cycle? This cycle, how many days? 28 or 29 days. Right. This cycle is having 4 phases. Menstrual phase, or which is also called as bleeding, or menses. The second one is follicular phase, proliferative phase. Right. This phase is containing 2 names. You must keep in your mind 2 names. Proliferation. This is the Latin word division, cell division. 2 cells become 4, 4 cells become 5. This is nothing proliferatory. Proliferatory means cellular. Now follicles. Yesterday I told you primary, secondary, tertiary graphene follicles. Okay, I can say that. Ovulatory phase, luteal phase, or secretory phase. Now the second phase and third phase is having two names. You must keep in your mind both names for these two phases. Follicular phase is also called as proliferative. Luteal phase is called as secondary. Why this is another name is there? I can say explain. Now, okay. Now, CJ. Now, childhood. That may be 6 years or 7 years, whatever it may be. Now, when she entered in 10 years or 11 years or 4 years, now, a first bleeding is occurred. First bleeding. That bleeding is nothing menstruation. This, what is this? Menstrual cycle. It is a phase. It is menstrual phase. It is menstrual cycle. Right. Among these 4 phases, one phase name of the first phase is similar to cycle. Now, see, the bleeding will be occurred. This bleeding is called as menstruation. First menstruation which is occur at puberty. First menstruation, first bleeding which is occur at puberty in female girl, that is called menarche. Now, next one, when the same girl he reached the 50 years, right? At the age of 50 years, the total menstrual cycle ceases, stop. That means when you take your grandmother, maybe 70 years, 80 years, there is no oogenesis. There is no menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle will be stopped at the age of 50 years. This is called as menopause. That means between menarche and menopause, every 28 days one cycle will be takes place. This menstrual cycle is not takes place from by birth. It is not continue up to death. This menstrual cycle duration is 29 days. But this menstrual cycle, when it will be start? Menarche. When will be end? Menopause. The menarche, what is the age of girl for this stage? That is puberty. What is the age of woman for this phase? 50 years. That means between menarche and menopause, menstrual cycle will be repeated for every 28 or 29 days. This is the main concept. Right. Now, okay. Now this menstrual phase, this menstrual cycle is having 4 phases: menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulatory phase, luteal phase. Now, what is menstrual phase? Right. Now come to this. Now, it is the female reproductive system diagram. You know, right? It is a fallopian. Now, what is this? Uterus, cervix, vagina, vaginal opening. Now, what is this? Fibria, infundibulum, amphora, isthmus. Now, what is this? Uterus. Now, what is the inner lining? Endometrium. It is endometrium, inner lining. It is called as myometrium. It is called as perineum. Okay, now see, for this menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulatory phase, luteal phase. What is the total duration for these 4 phases? That is 28 days. Now, among these 28 days, what is this menstrual phase? It may be 3 days in some girls. It may be 4 days. It may be 5 days. That means 3 to 5 days. Now it may be, right, maybe 9 days or 8 to 9 days. It is only 1 day. Right. That is 14 days. Now, see, this total duration is for 28 days. Right. Among these 4 phases, which is a long duration, 14 days, that is luteal, which is a short duration, ovulatory phase. It requires only 1 day. Right? Now I am detailed. Now, what is the first phase? Menstrual phase. What is the duration? It may be 3 days, 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5. These 3 to 5 days are now. Now it is the 28 days. 28 days. 28 days. Alright. Among these 28 days, this is bleeding phase or menstrual phase. Right. 6 to 2. Good. 30. This is follicular phase. Follicular phase. Now only one day, that is ovulatory phase. The remaining 14 days, luteal phase. Right? You must keep in our mind the duration of phase. Okay? Suppose, what is the duration of ovulatory phase? 1 day. That 1 day, which day of entire cycle? What is the total cycle duration? 28 days. Among these 28 days, single day ovulatory phase is occur at 14th day of cycle. Right? It is the third phase. It is the third phase. Third phase. Name the third phase, ovulatory phase. How many this ovulatory phase takes place? How much duration? 1 day. This 1 day, which day of total cycle? That is 4. Right. Okay. Now follicular phase. How much duration? That may be 8 to 19 days. 8 to 9 days. 8 to 9 days is required for follicular phase. Okay. This 8 to 9 days belongs to which day of cycle? In the cycle, 6th day. 6th day, 7th day. This is the follicular phase. Now come to this. Now, what it is bleeding phase? Right. Good. What is this endometrium? Now egg is passing through fallopian tube. Now it is ovary. Right. Ovulation occurs. Everything occurs. Egg is passing. Good. If she is a bachelor, not married, so that girl cannot show the coitus because she is a bachelor. Due to this, the sperm availability is not there. Hence, this egg fall in uterus. This egg is fall. Unfertilized egg or fertilized egg? Unfertilized egg. If egg is not fertilized, yes, there is no continuity. It will be degenerate. Egg is continue to next phase when fertilization is occur and become germ. Suppose what is this sperm? What is this egg? This is the gametes. These gametes, when both are united and form zygote, the life will be continued. That means the continuity of gametes, either male gamete or female gamete, depends on fertilization. But here the fertilization is not occur. Due to this, the fertilization does not occur. Hence, this is unfertilized ovum cannot continue. That means it must be degenerate. Now, what is this? Unfertilized ovum. Unfertilized ovum is attached to the endometrium. Layer. This is endometrium. Now, it is uterus. Now, it is the layer. This endometrium is highly vascular. That means some capillaries network is there. Now, what is fall? In cavity, uterine cavity. Egg. That egg is fertilized or unfertilized? Unfertilized. The unfertilized egg is attached to the endometrium, but there is no fate to the egg. That must be degenerated. The degeneration of egg with endometrium. A part of endometrium. This is endometrium. A part of endometrium. Some part of endometrium which helps in attachment of egg, a part of endometrium, both are degenerate. If endometrium is degenerate, this endometrium is blood capillaries in there. The blood capillaries is also. If the skin is degenerate, that means the skin containing blood vessels. Hence, the blood is also come to outside. Once again, just listen. Now, what is this layer? Endometrium. Now, from this point to this, it is endometrium. Suppose unfertilized egg is formed. Now, here it is attached. Now, from this, it is 20 centimeters. What is this 20 centimeters? Endometrium. All 20 centimeters endometrium cannot degenerate. This 2 centimeter endometrium which offer attachment of unfertilized egg, some endometrium degenerate. If endometrium is degenerated, here capillaries will be ruptured. If the capillaries is ruptured, the blood is coming outside. That means that is called as bleeding. Now, the girl is having experience, right? 3 days. Some in girls 4 days, some girls are 5 days. This bleeding. The blood is come to outside. That is called as menstrual flow. This menstrual flow occurs in some girls 3 days, some girls 4 days, some girls. This composition of menstrual flow. What is the menstrual flow? Some liquid is come to the outside. This is called as menstrual flow. This menstrual flow containing blood, endometrium, part of endometrium, and unfertilized egg, degenerated egg. These 3 together is called a menstrual flow. Right. What is the first phase? Menstrual phase. During this menstrual phase or bleeding, where the changes occur, uterus or fallopian tubule or ovary, in only menstrual, in only uterus. Now come to the, what is the second one? Right. Follicular phase. Right. This 5 days is completed. Now 6th day, from 6th day to 12th day, this is follicular phase. Right. When the menstrual cycle is entered the 6th day. Right. FH and LH, pituitary hormones level is gradually increases. 6th day, 7th day, 8th day, 9th day. This is the 2 hormones, pituitary hormones, is increases during follicular phase. Gradually increases. Alright. Now, what is FSH? This FSH through the blood, it is enters in ovary. This ovary stimulates the primary follicle, PF, primary follicle, becomes secondary follicle. Secondary follicle becomes tertiary follicle, graphic follicle. Follicular growth, follicular development is occur in 6th day to 13th day. Hence it is called a follicular phase. Right. Now, during what is primary follicle? Granulosa cells. These granulosa cells undergo cell division and form the new layer. And this means during this follicular phase, cell division occurs. Without cell division, there is no new layers. Hence, it is also called as proliferatory phase. Suppose it is the ovary. Now, it is PF, primary follicle. Now, it is a primary inside granulosa cells. Right. Now, it is a secondary follicle. Now, primary inside inner granulosa, outer granulosa, and etc. Right. Like this, tertiary follicle, like this, graphic follicle. All these changes, all this conversion from primary follicle to Graafian follicle is start from 6th day of cycle to 13th day. Hence, this is called as follicular phase. But most important, now primary lucid. What it is? Granulosa cells. Okay. Here also granulosa cells. The granulosa cells of follicle, either primary, secondary, they produce estrogen. See, estrogen is a hormone. What is this total? Ovary. Estrogen is secreted from ovary. In the ovary way, granulosa cells. Suppose FSH is not secreted from anterior pituitary, is not increases their level. Okay, it cannot enter into the ovary. The primary follicles remain as a primary follicle. Now, the body does not show the menstrual cycle. Right. When the FSH level is increases, they stimulate the primary follicle, and also helps in releasing of estrogen. Estrogen is a sex hormone, female sex hormone, that is secreted from granulosa cells. For this secretion, FSH is removed. That means FSH is a dual role. Conversion of primary follicle to Graafian follicle, and also estrogen hormone. This estrogen hormone, right, from 6th day is passes into endometrium, uterus. Now this estrogen, which are produced from ovary, is through blood, it is enters in uterus. Right. Here small wound will be there. Why wound is there? Endometrium degenerated. The degeneration of endometrium is a regeneration. That means a new cells will be formed. That means cell division is formed. The cell division, and that means the damaged wound is healing by estrogen. That means the estrogen helps in regeneration of endometrium. Now, what is the second phase? Follicular phase. Here the cell division is occur, hence it is proliferated. Here follicular is occur, hence it is follicular phase. Now, in this phase, changes occur simultaneously in the ovary and uterus. Uterus changes. What are the changes in uterus during follicular phase? During follicular phase జరుగుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు యూటరస్ లో జరిగే చేంజెస్ ఏమిటి? దట్ ఈస్ రీజనరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎండోమెట్రియం. విచ్ హార్మోన్స్ సపోర్ట్ టు రీజనరేషన్? ఈస్ట్రోజన్ secreted from ovary which one? Granulosa cells of follicle. Right? Same in this phase, the changes is also occurring ovary. That is conversion of primary, secondary, tertiary Graafian. That means, right, this phase require ovarian hormones, pituitary hormone FSH. What is the need of FSH during this phase? FSH needed conversion. Okay, ఈ కన్వర్షన్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు దీంట్లో నుంచి ఏమొచ్చింది? ఈస్ట్రోజన్. ఆ ఈస్ట్రోజన్ now come to this. Now after the end of follicular phase, now the Graafian follicle is building up. Now see, when the cycle reaches the middle of the cycle, exactly middle of the cycle, that is LH reached peak level. 6th day, 7th day, gradually increases. Both FH and LH gradually increase. But on 14th day, LH is reached peak level. The peak level of LH on exactly 14th day or middle of the cycle, this condition, this level is called LH surge. LH surge. Right. When LH reaches LH surge peak level, the Graafian follicle will be ruptured. The fimbrium collecting egg. This is total takes place within the 24 hours of the day. Now, what is the third phase? Ovular phase. Ovular phase. What is the duration? 1 day. This 1 day duration of ovulatory is the 14th day of cycle. Mid cycle, at the center of the cycle. Okay. Which hormone plays important? LH. LH or LH surge condition. LH surge. Right. Okay. Now it is ovary. Now, when you see the 15th day, egg is present, passing into fallopian. Now, what is this? Ovary. Now, what is this? Graphian follicle or empty graphian follicle? Empty graphian follicle. That is corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Now, this corpus luteum produce another hormone, progesterone. That means, right, before ovulation, what is this? Ovary. Before ovulation, estrogen. After ovulation, progesterone. This progesterone passes through blood and reaches the endometrium to give the support to the endometrium for embryonic development. But now, if the sperm is not available, the egg is formed. From 15th day to up to 29 days, it is passes and falling and attached. 14th day ovulation is occurred. 15th day, 16th day, 17th day. 15th, 16th, 17th. These 3 days is a passing in fallopian tube. These 3 days, 15th, 16th, 17th day, which phase? It is a 15th day of cycle, 16th day of cycle, 17th day of cycle. It belongs to which phase? Luteal phase, which is also called as secretory phase, because it is a corpus luteum secrete progesterone. This secrete progesterone, corpus luteum, luteal phase. Right. Now, what is this total? Ovary. Right. Suppose 7th day of menstrual cycle. 7th day of menstrual cycle. Which phase? Follicular phase. 7th day of menstrual cycle belongs to which phase? Follicular. The ovary does not contain corpus luteum. It may be containing, tertiary follicle or Graafian follicle. Right. Now, 15th, 16th, 17th day of cycle belongs to which phase? Luteal phase. Right. The ovary containing corpus luteum. That means already ovulation. This corpus luteum, hence it is called as luteal phase. This corpus luteum produces progesterone secretion, hence it is called as secretory phase. Right. Now, after that, it is a fall. 18th, 19th, up to 28 days. This is called as luteal phase. Right? Now, this is about the menstrual cycle. Thank you.